With the lost tribe of the Israelites, kind of totogi Mr. Megan. The day before yesterday, I heard about that Charles Darwin selection of natural theory of selection of the West Islanders were the first. And we have our own way of explanation. One, it comes from a position of pride. Plant is something in the toto. But do we live that life? Do we really live that kind of toto? Give me making long island is another thing. I was here in 1985, 82 I did Aganai, 85 I finished Aganai school, 1988 I was here as a first year student. Then I joined the law faculty as a lecturer with Professor John Ongo. But in 1993, to me in my life, the role model to me and to this day is Professor John Ongo. That man is a special person. He's a very disciplined man. Mr. Sand was talking about time management. His time management is the best. Many times we miss him in our province, but he's one of those best people that I've come to. I was his first student in law of contract. I was a student. Then I joined him as a lecturer later. So why I say that is not because he's a very brilliant person, more so because he's got a character and integrity that is impeccable. Money, ini West Islands, ini masalah money, education, business, and triple something. Of course, Lotu. You must pass on them Lotu. You must pass on them school survey. Now we must stop on them business, now work. And community must stop alright. But people of plenty of Western Islands. Plenty manto was the people manlo warilo 1 kina na 2 kina. Good and bad. Good because we work hard. Bad because maybe we are greedy. Now, I have been the patron of the Tamil level students for some time. I've been working closely with the Western Island Students Association for some time. But I've come to realize over time that the expectations that we expect from you graduates from Western Islands, you don't live up to it. It's a sad fact. The majority of you don't. For my case, for Tamil Lebile, come election time, I see a lot of educated guys who go and support fools just because they want money. You're an educated person. You're supposed to think naturally. You're supposed to be independent. You're supposed to be objective. But when you support a fool, it reflects what kind of a person you are. That goes for you Western Islanders too. In your community, if you have a tribesman who's running for election or for leadership, for anything, and if you think it's not right, you stand up against it. Because when you start saying, oh, it's my tribesman, it's this and that, who will stand up for it? So I keep on saying, what's the point in supporting educated so-called Western Islands when they can't think right? Because you're supposed to think as an educated person. You're supposed to fix your community. You're supposed to say, this is right, this is wrong. That's what makes a person think. If you start selling your good taba, kuruku, who are you in the context of Western Islands? Do you have any say? No. You are black man. You have got no integrity at all. Because without integrity, you are nobody. Kang naku tabagan Now, you got to think strong. And you're a son of man. You got to think big. I'm educated, I'm separate from the rest of the crowd, and you got to think big and talk like that. But when you start to join the crowd, you lose their respect as an educated person. Look Hanago. What kind of a person are you? Because you got no principles. You got no integrity. I'm a straight shooter. I don't mince my words. I don't sugarcoat anything. I tell you who you are. Take it or leave it. Last time I went to Thomas Dagi's house crying in Caltaka, I said something that went viral in Western Isles Development Forum and everywhere. I didn't want to participate in all that discussion because I didn't say it in the Facebook or WhatsApp. I said it in the Mugis Rabaketa. So you want to return shift, you come to the Rabaketa and you talk. Because only in Rabaketa's leaders talk. Facebook and all that is for table mamas and everybody else. So when you were educated Western Islanders, you want to call yourself an educated Western Islander, you want to be proud of yourself, stand up and say what is wrong, what is right is right. Don't say, no. All this is not right. Because you want to be a businessman, your word is honor. You have a deal is a deal. An agreement is an agreement. You want to be an educated man and you want to perform things, your superior will look at you. Time management, accountability, those things are critical when it comes to promotion. Honesty, integrity. Now when we start to mix these things up and we say, all the islanders are no. Well, what is it that makes you a special person? Because you're just like the rest of the crowd. Now going to what William said, look at the people we have elected to this floor of parliament. Do we have any integrity at all? Western Islanders. The Taris come and run us. The South Islanders come and run us. The Englands come and run us. The Hello Openers, they run the show. We just sit back and say, look at that, you know. We just have to dance up to them because otherwise they'll say. You got no principles. You can't stand to be counted. And you call yourself a leader. What kind of a person is that? So if we want to be called Western Islanders and we have got some special skills, we got to do what is right and what is wrong is wrong. Is there anything wrong with that? I believe that I should speak what is right and what is wrong. Black is black, white is white. Then you will have integrity. People will begin to respect you. Now school sabi, when you start to run around all over the place, nobody will respect you. The leadership in Western Islands is falling apart because everybody's running for money. And you think that your money will buy God's kingdom? No, it won't. When Mr. Die comes around, you leave your bank account and you leave everything and you will die. Will you leave a legacy behind? That's the most important question. Money is not everything. I believe that. So you Western Islanders, you have a choice to make in business, in your professional career, and in politics. But in politics, I think that it should be your closing chapter of your life. If you think that politics will give you everything, you have made a mistake. You've got to walk the hard lines. You've got to believe in the process, and you're going to say, look, I'm going to get a job, I'm going to get educated, I'm going to go and do the best I can in my field. I'm a lawyer. All the Papua New Guinea law reports have my name all over the place. From the Supreme Court down to everything. Not many Western Islands have their name reported in the law reports. Some of them even don't. But they call themselves, I'm a lawyer. The question is, are you best at your job? When I was a lecturer at university, late Vincent Awali came to me and said, Paul, can you be managing director of Telecom? I said, no. He said, can you become managing director of PNG Harbours Board? I said, no. He said, why? He said, because I don't know anything about management. He said, you got a master's degree from Harvard Law School. Why can't you be the manager? I said, no, that's to do with law. I don't know anything about management. All those operational matters I don't know. So I can't come home and have a terrible night. I can't pretend to know that I know management. Because some guys will go back and make a fool out of me. I was on many boards, and I see in the boardroom they talk. As a lawyer, I only come in where I was supposed to come in. All the other things about balance sheet and cash flow and everything else, I didn't know. So I had to go to Divine Ward University to do an MBA to understand what they were saying. Not to be the best at it, but at least have some superficial understanding of what was going on in the boardroom and in life. And then many times, the economists talk about the economy of the country. They talk about public policy, implementation of government policy, convert that into law, all of these things. I didn't understand that. So I had to come back to UPNG to do a master's in economics and public policy. So at least I understand. But if you pretend you understand and want to be part of the crowd, and you look stupid after time, that's not right. That's not how Western Islanders should be. So, in your own respective disciplines, continue to educate yourself so you become better at what you're doing. Don't get a degree. Go to Lamana and say, what are you drinking? What are you drinking all over the bar, and you don't know what you're doing. Because it's an embarrassment. So if we are going to talk about ourselves as Western Islanders, we got to dig deep in ourselves and do a personal and realistic assessment of our life, our career, our personal virtues, and what we stand for. I'm from Tambul Nebila. Half the time, for 3 times I came second in the election. Some of them don't vote me. My classmate in some of the courses was Barack Obama. In America, although he was a black man, he got elected. But in Papua New Guinea, Tambul Nebila said, you can't get elected. And I begin to think, what is going on? Because money. It's all about money. And the Tambul Nebila students that I used to be patron of, thinking that they would stand up for me, they never did. They want money too. So the moment we come and continue to say, I'm an elite, educated elite, and you go and do something else, people begin to question whether you stole the degree or you actually, qualified for the degree. So when you walk up to get a degree, you better think. Society is looking at you as an educated elite, and you have a set responsibility to your job, to your family, and to society. Because money will not buy God's kingdom. I believe that. So, me are implanted to what was not special, man. You're not special. God gave Western Islands the Prime Minister seat through Winky. Now I'm giving on Tariq Ogun Mane. Now I'm giving on Pangiak Ogun Mane. God is a fair God. It's not for you on the Western Islands. You must know that. How we do it, we got to humble ourselves before God. We got to say the right thing and do the right thing. So that's why plenty of time he said, let's look at Western Island Student Forum or Tampa level because it's all bullshit. After time, students will say they'll go on graduating. They support fools to get to parliament and they run for money. So what's the point? I hope these graduating students and new students will think differently. Walk a different path. Be yourself. Follow the process. There's no short circuits in life. There is no free lunch. Just humble yourself. Work the process. For the Western Island students, the president and executive of the Western Island students, I'm making a pledge of 10,000 kina to your association. So that you can continue to run this conference. But please, separate yourself from this thing about me man, me big man. And yet you run for money and you compromise yourself. Because it's a complete contradiction.
Right.
God watches your heart. And, when I was in grade 1, one of these ladies from Muntuga, she told me, she was Katrina Yakam was her name, in 1975, she told me, God is everywhere. When we came home, one of my schoolmates said, he was hiding under the cave and he said, Paul, I'm here but God is here. Then I said, okay, you get out. And then he said, God is there too. God is under the water. No, God is not everywhere. God is there where you are. Pastor, correct me if I'm wrong. Because God and stuff like belt blue, I was only blue. I was only blue. God and you here. So if you're under the water, God is there with you. If you're under the cave, God is there with you. God does not break in the blues in the space. This is all His creation. I believe that. I stand to be correct. So, we come out and we talk and we pretend and we live on this pretendance that we are very honest people and all that. But our actions go differently. Only God is watching you. And you can't trick God. God is not like a judge where I can go to court and manipulate him with some submissions or something. God is God. And He's in our heart. So whatever we say, then you can play up with everybody, but not God. Thank you. It's my humble contribution to you. You can run some of your student programs, but please, I want you to be honest in what you're doing. Thank you. Congratulations to all the graduating students. You're graduating now. Like William Sen said, the future of this country is bleak. With the grey listing and every other thing that's happening, when you want to do business, there is a thing called a pestle analysis. Some of you would know what I'm saying. Political, economical, technological, legal, and environmental analysis. The broader picture. If you look at all the economy of this country, it's bleak. The only way is for you to get a job overseas. And to get jobs with companies that don't play politics. So to do that, continue to upgrade your knowledge, continue to go to school, get some more further qualification, and equip yourself, and find your space in this global community. Thank you.